Pokemon Horizons episode 29 just aired, but unfortunately most of the episode was dialogue and I have no clue what was happening because there's no subtitles yet, so I don't really feel confident enough in reviewing the episode right here, right now. So instead, today, let's talk about the preview for Pokemon Horizons episode 30, the episode titled The Slurping, Smashing Mystery Pokemon. The premise of the episode is that a weird purple liquid is found inside the Bravasagi airship, alongside some mysterious noises, and when Liko and Roy investigate, they find out a Pokemon who wandered onto the airship is to blame. The preview trailer revealed, as many of us guessed, that the Pokemon in question is a Polteageist, and the preview shows Liko and Roy tracking it around the airship trying to help it. The episode doesn't seem like anything too crazy, but I do appreciate that we're already getting a spooky kind of episode because those are my favourites. The main draw to this episode really is that there's potential for one of the main characters to catch Polteageist, and if you ask me, there's 5 main contenders for this. A lot of people think that Roy is gonna catch Polteageist, and while I would love this because it seems like it'd fit his personality, I don't really think it'll happen because Polteageist is a fully evolved Pokemon, and Roy is a beginner trainer, you know? Alternatively, some people think that Liko will catch Polteageist because his Pokedex entry mentions it being lonely, and you know Liko's whole goal is about understanding Pokemon's emotions and feelings, but once again, it's fully evolved, and I can't see Liko catching that just yet. Another option is Dot catching Polteageist, because it would match her personality of being quite lonely and distant, and Dot does need a second Pokemon, dude. Alternatively, Orla was given a special Pokeball in today's episode, so maybe that was setting her up to catch Polteageist. Finally, a final option could be that Polteageist is a beverage Pokemon who adds flavor to food, so maybe Murdoch could catch it, because he's the chef of the crew, and maybe Polteageist could help him with his chef duties. So yeah, it could be Roy, Liko, Dot, Orla, Murdoch. I would love to see any of them catch it, to be fair, but personally I think a different outcome is much more likely. Let me explain real quick. I really think that Polteageist could end up being a wild Pokemon that chooses to live on the airship, and kinda becomes part of the crew, you know? Similar to the other wild Pokemon on the ship, like Shuckle, Nosepass, Muck, Noctowl, and I especially think this is likely because we saw Polteageist meeting them in the preview, and seemingly bonding with them. So maybe Polteageist bonds with the wild Pokemon on the airship, and then ends up joining their group, you know? I think that'd be really nice. It would show that not all Pokemon need to be caught by the main characters, and I would love to see Polteageist stay on the airship. Let me know what your expectations are for episode 30 below, and let me know how you think Polteageist's story will go. And also let me know if you want to see me do a full review of today's episode once the subtitles release. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed, join our Discord server and follow me on Twitch using the links below, and on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again!